Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Gracia Complex for Interleague Softball. Erica Richard is presenting an award, and I believe it's going to Brooke Warren. I believe it's the Masucci Award. Masucci family getting involved. Masucci was an outstanding player and coach who was untimely killed by her husband. She had a great love for the kids. She coached, she played, she taught. She was a terrific young lady and from a terrific family. And they've given out some scholarships and some awards, and so I believe it's the Masucci Award going to Brooke Warren, well deserved from Classical. So congratulations to Brooke Warren. This is, I mentioned, Interleague. It used to be league softball, Classical against Danvers, but now Danvers is still in the Northeastern Conference. Classical opted to go to the Greater Boston League. And this is double duty for Classical. They just had, they've only been here, they took infield, but prior to their infield, they were only here about 10 minutes. The bus pulled in with the Classical players. And I said to Coach Erica Richard, when's the last time your team took a bus to Breed? They played in Malden before this in the GBL. They had this game scheduled for a while. I think it got rained out before. And now they rescheduled it. So it's a rare night game here at the Grace Regato softball field. And again, a very big tip of the hat to Jeff Earp, Dave Raymond. And I'll stop there because I know if I go any further, I'll miss so many because there's an awful lot of people that do an awful lot of work down here at this Breed complex. They do it for the baseball. They keep the field in perfect shape for English Classical, St. Mary's softball. They run a great program for the kids during the summer. They'll have their probably tournament time coming up soon. And nothing but the best for the kids, the uniforms, the equipment. They run everything very first class. As I've said many times, they do it for zip. They don't get a nickel. And that's very good because if the parents of all the kids who have gone through Babe Ruth, and it used to be softball too for a long time before AAU took over, if you had to pay them, the parents couldn't afford it. It would probably be more than AAU because their hourly wage would be huge, plus the number of hours they are down here. Almost any time you drive by, if you happen to drive by the park, a lot of people don't even know this exists because they don't travel this part of the city of Lynn. But those that do know that's here, and they do a great job. They drag the infield, they put the foul lines down, they cut the grass, they make sure everything is clean. They just do an outstanding job, and they don't get anywhere near the credit they deserve. I know they shouldn't be covering, there's too many games Babe Ruth plays during the course of the week that they could cover, but they should at least do a editorial, if you will, on the people from Babe Ruth and what they do and how they do it and who they do it for. Brooke Gracia, the shortstop, leads off against Brooke Warren. Hit high and deep to left field. Over the left fielder's head. Into second with a stand-up double. Now the throw gets away, and she'll slide into third safely. So she gets a double. And the errant throw. Certainly didn't hit the cutoff. Lily Eldridge, the pitcher, is the hitter. She can help herself here. Missing wide for a ball. Colleen Parker Newberry, the coach for Danvers. I mentioned Eric Richard. Colleen, I've known Colleen way back when she was an outstanding player at Bishop Fenwick when they won many state championships. She played for Bud Henry. I believe she was the first switch hitter that slapped. She came along and coached St. Mary's for many years, won some state championships, and then moved to Danvers. In for a strike. The count evens at 2. Danvers is 6-4. High for a ball. Classical is 5-2, but they're 5-0 in the GBL. I don't know who the other loss was. One loss was to St. Mary's, and that was kind of unfair because it was Classical's first game of the year. And the wild pitch is going to score a run. So Eldridge, the pitcher, draws a walk. They lost to St. Mary's. As I said, it was unfair because they were playing their first game. St. Mary's was playing their 10th game. So they pinch run for Eldridge, and I apologize up front. Colleen, coach of Danvers, my very good friend who I love dearly, didn't give me her subs. In for a strike. Hit in the air to right field. Coming on. Rachel Dana for the first out. Becky Zellen, the catcher, will be the hitter. Popped up outside first base. It winds up on top of the Danvers dugout. Solidly hit. Nice job by the left fielder. Michaela Poisson took extra bases away from Zellen. Going back away from home plate, reached over the shoulder, made a very nice play. Outstanding defense by Michaela Poisson. Two-way for Emily Goddard, the third baseman. Nice stop by Fessler, the catcher. Pitch down and away. In on the fist. Good pitch by Warren. Got it, fouled it off. So the error helped the runner get to third base, but I think they would have scored anyway. The fly ball to right field, the double would have tagged up to third, and that long fly to left certainly would have scored the run. So they would have had the run anyway. Hit to right center field. Another nice play by the outfield. Gianna Kyoto. So fly balls to left, center, and right. Two outstanding plays in left and center. But the leadoff double is enough to get Danvers on the board. It'll be Lily Eldridge on the mound for Danvers. And she'll face Michaela Poisson, who made that. How many times you make a great play in the field and you lead off the inning? That's what Michaela's going to do. The left fielder leads off. Michaela Poisson, the left fielder. Kylie Poisson, the shortstop, bats second. Batting third and playing right field, Rachel Dana. The catcher, Isabella Fessler, hits in the cleanup spot. Pitching and batting fifth, Brooke Warren. The designated player, Emily Tenio. She's hitting for the center fielder, Gianna Kyoto. Bat sixth. The Brinklers, as the Poissons bat first and second, the Brinklers will bat seventh and eighth. Reese Brinkler, the first baseman, hits seventh. Sailor Brinkler, the third baseman, hits eighth. And then picking up the bottom of the lineup, batting ninth is the second baseman, Amanda Tobin. So Eldridge has been staked to a 1-0 lead before she throws a pitch. It was very hot all day, and now the sun going down, the breeze picks up, it becomes comfortable here at the park. Up and away for a ball. Eldridge can bring it. She's one of the better pitchers around. Her and Betancourt at Peabody. High again, 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. Low for a ball. 3-1 to the Lady Rams left fielder. She can still be selective here with the count, 3-1. Swings through it, the count goes full. Swing and a miss. She comes back and gets her. One up, one down for Kylie Poisson, the shortstop. Swing and a miss. In for strike two. Eldridge is a striking figure on the mound. She's got to be close to 6 feet. She's got to be 5'10", 5'11". She takes that long stride. She's almost handing it to the catcher. She chases that pitch for strike three. Two strikeouts start the bottom of the first inning. Rachel Dana, the right fielder. She's the daughter of Derek, a very successful head baseball coach at St. Mary's. Swing and a miss. Eldridge just says, I'm going to throw it as high as I can and see if you can hit it. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Good waste pitch by Eldridge trying to get Dan to chase the pitch up and away. Swing and a miss. That's impressive. Strikes out the side, all swinging. So Classical is down in the bottom of the first. We finish an inning here at the Grace Regato Field. Danvers 1, Classical nothing. 6, 7, and 8 for Danvers as we start the second inning. Classical winding down. They've got a game here Friday night against arch rival English. And then they'll move on to the GBL tournament. Most of the leagues, I don't think Northeastern Conference is doing a tournament within the league at the end of the season. Pop to the shortstop. Harley Porchon makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Catholic Central will play lacrosse, baseball, softball. They'll have what they call the Cup tournament. GBL will start their tournament. They're going to play all their softball games in Revere. So Classical will get into that. The Northeastern Conference will play a couple of games in a week, this being Wednesday. A week from Friday, the state tournament will start. So the Catholic Central and at least, I'm sure, Cape Ann and GBL will play a few games to get ready for the state tournament. It'll be a tournament of their own. Then they'll start the state tournament. But I believe that Northeast Conference doesn't do that. Up and away for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. This is Michaela Cunningham, the second baseman. I forgot to mention the Danvers kids. Ashley Clark was the player, designated player that popped up. Jammed her up and in. She swung right through it. First strikeout for Brooke Warren. Sophie Papa-Michael, the right fielder. In first strike, good pitch. Swing and a miss. Talking to Colleen Newbury, she said that she's got an extremely young team, mostly freshmen and sophomores. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch. So Brooke Warren gave up a leadoff double. Couple of fly balls, scored the run. But now she's retired 6 in a row. Getting back to that tournament that the different leagues had, I think it's really good to do that. You take the Greater Boston League, the Catholic Central League, they had their basketball tournaments, and when you get to the end of the season, usually you have a week off before the state tournament starts, and you're looking for trying to stay sharp. You don't want to just practice among yourselves. You'd like to play a couple of games, but you can't find anybody to play. So now what the leagues do, they take their leagues and they put them in order of record, and they have their own tournament. And that leads right up to the state tournament, gets you ready for the state tournament. I think the only one you can't do that for is baseball. And the reason I say that is because they now have the pitch count. So you can't have your pitcher pitch every other day, or depending on the number of pitches, they might have to sit for 3 or 4 days. So I don't think it would behoove baseball to do it. But they're doing it now because they haven't been able to play a lot of games because of COVID. Isabella Fessler, the catcher, will lead off against Eldridge. Pitches high for a ball. So that's my 2 cents worth on the league tournaments. In for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Danvers in a tough league. They have to play teams like Saugus at 7-0, just won the lower division in the Northeastern Conference. Peabody, who undefeated in the top version with the Betancourts. Just a little bit high. Popped up, and the first baseman had to worry about running into the fence. We've said many times, there's not a lot of foul territory here. Down to first base to the dugout, maybe 6 or 8 feet, maybe 8 or 10 feet, right field, left field. So not a lot, and then you're going to worry about running into the fence. So Fessler gets a life. Hit foul again, out of play. Just seems strange to see Classical pull up in a bus for a game at Breed. Coming back from Malden. Popped up again. Out of play again. Gray, the first baseman, ran out of real estate. Fessler hanging around, good at bat. Making Eldridge throw some pitches. Hit foul again. Fessler's wearing Eldridge out. Popped up. Second baseman reaches up, makes the one-handed catch. That breaks the streak of strikeouts. She struck out the first 3, but she gets the first out. 1 up, 1 down. Brooke Warren throws left, bats left. If you weren't with us at the beginning of the game, she was presented the Masucci Award. Outstanding young lady from an outstanding family. Her mother was an outstanding swimmer. Low for a ball. A couple of Danvers fans next to us saying, that looked like a good pitch. You can't see home plate from here. Strike 3 called. Emily Tenio, designated player, hitting for the center fielder. Gianna Cudo. Low for a ball. In for a strike. Now the classical fans saying that wasn't a strike. So the umpire's getting it from both sides. Down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. So 6 outs, 5 of them are strikeouts. 6 in a row retired by Eldridge. We played 2 here at the Grace Regato Field. Danvers holding on to that 1-0 lead over Classical. 9-1-2 for Danvers as we start the 3rd inning. Bria Robinson, the center fielder, is the hitter. Runs up, tries to slap or bunt. Got a piece, fouled it off. Pop foul back out of play. Now Classical draws everybody in because they see that Robinson's trying to bunt or slap. The 1-2 pitch coming up. Chase, that pitch was way over her head. Three strikeouts in a row for Brooke Warren. She's retired 7 since giving up the double and the walk. Brooke Gracia hit a shot and a half over the left fielder's head, and she hits another shot. It bounced over the fence. It'll be a double. She's got her second double, and she hit 2 mammoth rips to left field. So Warren had retired 7 in a row before Gracia, the shortstop, hit that shot again. She scored the first run. Lily Eldridge, the pitcher, walked her 1 trip. In for a strike. Hit foul to the backstop. Quickly 0-2.
granddaughter plays on Danvers, but she's been sick for 2 days, so she couldn't play. This is crazy. So our girls already played a game. I noticed when they were involved in it.
Swing and a miss. She jammed her.
I go, okay, because we started the game. We're supposed to start at 3:30. I go, all right, what's this? She's like, it's
2 away. The last 4 outs have been strikeouts. Ava Gray flied out to right field her one trip.
that's why you guys went in the CBA. We went in the CBL for all of our sports, but historically we've done
Swing and a miss.
softball. But next year we'll be well, he's gone. So we've had her for 4 years. This pitcher, the pitcher, only Swan. Chris is gone. So I don't even know if he's going to pitch next year, but
Just missed outside. Gray is the first baseman
everyone else played
for Danvers.
GBL. We weren't even officially.
Popped up. And it's going to go out of play on top of the classical dugout.
You guys play like fall too, like soccer, football, and the whole NEC says no problem. We're gonna wait till fall too, which is like March through 3 weeks later. And we voted on it.
1-2 the count.
3 weeks later, they said no, we're just going ahead with the fall. And the two wins and one
Popped up outside first base. Brinkler makes the play.
come March we played.
Bottom 3 for classical as we start the 3rd inning. So that long shot by Gracia goes by the boards. Two more strikeouts in the inning for Brooke Warren. Swing and a miss. This is Reese Brinkler, the first baseman. Waves at the first 2 pitches. Reese Brinkler, Sailor Brinkler, Amanda Tobin. And that's strike 3. Sailor Brinkler, third baseman. Down and away for a ball. The lights come on here at Grace Fregado Field as the sun is starting to go down. In for a strike, a late start. This is the latest we've been. We had a St. Mary's game start at 6. This one started at 7 because Classical had a game, and might have started even a little bit later because Classical couldn't get out of Malden. A huge Mercy Rule win by Classical. And that's strike 3. The beat goes on. 8 outs, 7 strikeouts. The only out was the pop-up to the second baseman. Amanda Tobin, the second baseman, is the hitter. Tries the bunt, fouls it off the backstop. Billy Devon let me know that the boys' baseball team won. They were trailing. They had a rally in the latter innings and pulled out a 10-9 win. The bunt is down, and the catcher Zellin makes a very nice play. Gets out quickly to Gray. So that's 2-3. So 9 in a row retired by Eldridge. We're through 3 innings. 1-0 Danvers over Classical. First pitch is way up and in for Becky Zellen, the catcher, leading off the 4th inning. Line short into left field for a base hit. So Zellen leads off the 4th with a hit. She's the only Danvers player with a hit that's not named Brooke Gracia. And we'll have a runner for the catcher. And again, I apologize. I don't have the names of the subs. Emily Goddard hit it pretty well into right center field. And Gianna Guido tracked it down. Hit in a right field for a base hit. And it wound up at second and third. Zellen hesitated and then took off and went to third on the base hit. And when the throw went to third, Emily Goddard, the third baseman, went to second. So it's second and third with nobody out. For Ashley Clark, the designated player, hitting for the left fielder, Lorna Hearn. She popped up to short her 1 trip. In for a strike. Good changeup by Warren. Swing and a miss. She chased the pitch. It was way up in her. Right around eye high. Brooke Warren got a little help with that pitch. Slices it foul past first base. She picked that one off her ear, too. She likes that high pitch. Danvers leading 1-0, but they got second and third and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Strike 3 called on the changeup. Good pitch by Warren. Ten outs, half of them are strikeouts. Michaela Cunningham struck out swinging her first trip. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. Missed outside. Cunningham is the second baseman for Danvers. Hit foul off the backstop. This is kind of homecoming for Colleen Newbury, the coach of Danvers. She hasn't been back here in a while. They didn't play here last year. So it's been a while since she's been here. they made the play at first. So Cunningham is out. The play goes 3-4. She gets an RBI because the runner from third scored. And the runner from second went to third. Sophie Papa-Michael was called on strikes for one trip. That was a little pop-up. They just couldn't get to it. It wasn't hit high enough or far enough for Brinkler at first to make the play in the air. That was a tough break for Classical. That would have been a big out if it was caught. They still got the out, but they just couldn't get there to catch it in the air. And it cost Classical a run. Down and away for a ball. High for a ball. Three won the count. Papa-Michael is the right fielder for Danvers. And that's ball 4. That extends the inning for Bria Robinson, the center fielder, who struck out swinging her one trip. So first and third now.
We got every Friday here. Every Friday. Which one are we on here? Wilbur. Wilbur's on the mound. He's pitching. He's on the bump. Wilbur on Saturday with the he's pitching. No, this is the first time I've seen him. First time this year.
I think she batted left-handed last time. She's batting right-handed. High for a ball.
We're trying to teach her to be a slap hitter.
I think if we win Friday, we're 4-3. No, we're 4-2. Right. Oh, in conference play. Overall, we're
High for a ball again. I think he called that a strike. 2-1 the count. Fessler stood up. I couldn't see whether his right arm came up or not. High for a ball. This is a big out because the next hitter is Brooke Gracia, who's hit 2 mammoth shots for doubles her first 2 trips. Swing and a miss. So a big pitch coming up for both teams. Good job by Warren, comes back and gets her. So she didn't get a strikeout in the first inning, but she's made up for it in the next 3. She got 3 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 more here in the fourth. But they wind up with another run with 2 hits. The walk didn't hurt. 2 more strikeouts. She had 6 strikeouts, 2 in each inning since the first. So they get out of it. Fairly cheap classical. It was second and third with nobody out. And they held them to 1 run with the 2 big strikeouts. Now, if that little soft pop was just a little bit higher, Brickler would have made the play. They wouldn't have got a run. So Danvers has doubled up. It's now 2-0. Eldridge has got another run to work with. And will be the top of the order for Classical. Michaela and then Kylie Poisson, both of them. And then Rachel Dana. Swing and a miss. Michaela struck out swinging in the first inning. Quickly 0-2. I don't know if it's that in the rain or not. I felt a couple of drops. Three pitches for the first out. 8 strikeouts in 10 outs. Kylie Poisson struck out swinging her trip. Pop foul back out of play. Swing and a miss. Classical's getting their cuts, but they're just not making contact. Popped up. Second baseman. Just a couple of steps on the outfield grass makes the play. That's her second putout. We're in the 2 outs in the fourth. That's only the third putout that's not a strikeout. And 2 of them were the pop-ups you just like the one you just saw. Rachel Dana struck out swinging her 1 trip. Hit past first base, foul. Quickly 0-2. Hit the second. Cunningham has been busy at second base. Another 1-2-3 inning for Eldridge. We're finished 4 here in this interleague battle. Northeastern Conference Danvers, 2. GBL Classical, nothing. Brooke Gracia. All she's done is ripped a double to deep left field and ripped a double that bounced over the fence for a double. She's 2 for 2. She scored the first run. She skies this one out of the park, foul. So she's 2 for 2. 2 doubles and 2 trips with a run scored. Good pitch for a strike. That didn't miss by much. You heard me say it many times. That was a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Hit sky high up in the air. Off the second baseman's glove. She's got another double. Hit that a mile up in the air. Tobin went way out. The right field is playing off the line because she hit 2 shots to left field. She dumped it into right field inside the foul line. Outstanding effort by Tobin. Just couldn't get to it. So Gracia's got her 3rd double. And the perfect bunt is a base hit by the pitcher, Eldridge. Yeah, Danvers has another threat, 1st and 3rd with nobody out. And we get a runner for Eldridge at first. So they got the first 2-1 in the 4th and scored only 1 run. They had 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. This is 1st and 3rd. Hit to right field. Dana makes the catch. This will bring a run in. Ava Gray, her 2nd hit to right. This one gets her an RBI. Gracia scores her 2nd run. Becky Zellin flied to left. And it took a great catch by Poisson to make the catch, get her out. And she hits another sky high to left field. Got under it just enough. Poisson's able to make the play for the 2nd out. She shingled her last time up and scored the 2nd run. Emily Goddard. She hit the shot to right center field that the center fielder, Kyoto, made a very nice play on. Last time up, she got a base hit. Hit in the right field for a base hit. So Goddard's got her 2nd hit. Danvers has 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Ashley Clark, the designated player, has popped a shot, was called on strikes. Hit foul off the backstop. High for a ball. And he let the runner go to second base. So it's 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Hit foul again. 1-2 the count. Clark is hitting for the left fielder, Lauren Ahern. Reaches for that and punches it foul. Solid shot to left field. 2 runs will score. 2nd double in the inning. Clark got all of that one. Kayla Cunningham has struck out and bounced out. First baseman to the second baseman covering. Swing and a miss. So Danvers has hit some shots. They don't have too many cheapies. Popped up. Brinkler had it, couldn't hold on. She reached over her shoulder behind first base. So Cunningham gets a life. Hit foul back. That came awful close to my car. Hit the third. Brinkler to Brinkler. Third baseman Saylor to first baseman Reese. They get out of the inning, but not before Danvers puts 3 on the board. So they've added, they were up 2-0 coming in. Looked like they might get out of it with the second out, but then a single and a double knocked in 2 more. And they now lead it 5-0 as we move into the bottom of the 5th inning. He had 4 hits going into the inning. He got 4 hits in that inning. Eldridge will start her 5th inning of work. She'll face the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty good little crowd here around the outfield fence and third base side, first base side. Isabel Fessler, one of only a couple who put the ball in play for Glasgow. She popped up to the second baseman. Four balls have been put in play, and the second baseman has made 3 plays. A pop-up, and an assist. The other one was an attempted bunt thrown up by the catcher, Zellen. High for a ball. So Isabella Fessler has had some big hits for the Lady Rams this year. She's part of the reason they're undefeated in the GBL. High and tight for a ball. In a right field for a base hit. That's the first hit for Glasgow. Eldridge had retired 12 in a row. Brooke Gracia was called out on strikes her first trip. Solid shot by Fessler. We're going to miss for strike 1. Swing and miss again. In fairness to Glasgow, I don't think they've seen a pitcher like Eldridge all year in the GBL. They had to face Lily Newhall, who's been throwing well for St. Mary's. But I'm not sure that she's an imposing figure, as I mentioned before. If she's not 6 feet, she's awful close, and she takes that big stride, and she can bring it. 2-2 the count. Pitcher against pitcher here. Just missed again for ball 3. We haven't had many full counts. This is one of them. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with the stolen base. Hey guys, he's got a job to do. Foul tip held on to by Zellen. Thought about it, didn't pull the trigger, was high and tight for a ball. That one bounces off the catcher. Fessel will wind up at third. Emily Tinio, the designated player, hitting for the center fielder. Kyoto would love to get a hit, at least put the ball in play and get Classical on the board. In for a strike. Jeez, that pitch, the count evens at 2. Excuse me, I was going by the scoreboard. The scoreboard said 2. That's strike 3. Pushes it foul in the direction of the Danvers dugout. I thought it was strike 3. I looked over at the scoreboard and said strike 2. Swing and a miss. Reese Blinker was called on a strike her first trip. Low for a ball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. She strikes out the side for the second time. So she gave up her first hit after retiring 12 in a row. We've completed 5. It's 5-0 Danvers over Classical. Bottom 2, then back to the top of the order for Danvers as we start the 6th inning. Sophie Papamichael struck out and walked. Only the second walk given up by Brady One. Neither one of them had any effect on the game. High for a ball.
Just gonna have to pay him, right? Right. That's against Mascanoma.
Hit foul out of play. Swing and a miss. That was like a little late swing.
Hit that this and then some.
Wide for a ball. 2-2 the count. Popped up. Brinkler, the shortstop, couldn't hang on. Papa Michael will reach on the error. Third inning in a row, Danvers got the leadoff hitter on. Fourth, actually, counting the first inning. The bunt is down. Warren does a nice job of making the play. Now, to send the runner back, did they call? They did. They called the batter out for being out of the box. So the runner is back at first base with one out. And Brooke Gracia, who's had a night and a half, she's got 3 doubles. She scored 2 runs. She hit 2 mammoth shots to left field. One shot hopped over the fence. The last time she dumped one just inside the foul line in right field. Legged it out for a double. In for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Brooke would like to keep the ball down there. She likes it from the belt up. Like that. And just kind of tomahawked that one out, foul in right field. Down and away for a ball. Hit in the center field for a base hit. Boy, she attacks the ball. She hits it hard. So they hold it to a single. She had 3 doubles. Lily Edwards, the pitcher, has walked, struck out swinging, bunted for a hit, and scored a run in that 3-run 5th inning. And they squeeze in the outfield and the infield. Runs up and punches it foul. They've got a good teacher trying to teach him how to run up and slap. We mentioned before, Colleen Parker Newbury was the first one that did that. Bud Henry taught her to do that way back when she played for Fenwick. Waved at the off-speed pitch. Good pitch by Brooke. Colleen had a great moment for Bishop Fenwick. Eldridge going to turn around and bat right-handed now. They had that long state tournament run. I think 5 or 6 years. Nice play. Good job by the second baseman. Tobin, a little over the shoulder, caught the pop-up for the second out. So they were, I don't know the team, I forget the team they were playing, but the player hit a home run and won the game. They sent the runner home. The shortstop held the ball. Scoring from first is Gracia. She just kept running. Shortstop had the ball when she was at third base and didn't even look, just held the ball. So they scored two, a big 2-out hit by Gray. Her third RBI. She had a sacrifice fly the last time. But getting back to that home run that was hit that ended the streak of Bishop Fenwick State Championships. Colleen was a coach with Bud Henry that year. And she went to him and said she missed third base. Here's another Brinkler to Brinkler. Third out. But a big 2-out hit. Gives Danvers 2 more. The error hurt on that leadoff pop-up. The inning would have been over and Gray wouldn't have hit. But would have, could have, should have. But Colleen caught that. They hit a missed third base. They appealed. Umpire called the hitter out. They went into extra innings. Bishop Fenwick won the game, won the championship, and won, I think, at least 2 more after that. They were around 7 or 8. But Henry was a legend back in those days. Bottom 2 and then the top of the order for the Rams as they start the 6th inning. It was 1-0 for 3 innings, 2-0 after 4. But now Danvers has struck for 5, 3 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. They've now given Eldridge a 7-0 cushion with 2 innings left. Shayla Brinkler was called on strikes her first trip. It's been a long day for the Lady Rams. They had to play an early start at Malden, but it lasted forever. And they didn't have a lot of time when they got back here. First time ever, Classical on a bus coming to Breed. When they finally got here, they didn't have a lot of time to get ready to play this one. Swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Twelve strikeouts for Eldridge in 16 outs. Amanda Tobin tried to bunt, and the catcher, Zellen, made a very nice play. She laid the bunt down nicely. Zellen just made a very nice play, got to it quickly and threw her out. Up and away for a ball. Low for a ball. So after being miserable all day with the heat the last 3 or 4 days, terrible heat, we get here and it's cooled off. And a little bit of a breeze makes it feel good. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. Hit foul off the catcher and the count evens at 2. Down and in. And we got another full count. I don't know how that ball came rolling out, but the ball came rolling out. Second base runner, Brooke Gracia. Tobin draws a walk. First walk given up by Eldridge. Michaela Poisson, the left fielder, will be the hitter. We got a runner at first base. I can't even come close to seeing her number. Poisson is struck out swinging twice. High for a ball. High again for a ball. Waves at that pitch. And the count goes 2-1. Swings through it again. And we got 2-2. And she comes back and gets her after being down 2-0. Yet another strikeout. 13 strikeouts. 10 of them swinging. Down and in for a ball. Waves at that pitch. 1-1 the count. Little half swing, tipped it foul behind home plate. For the third time, she strikes out the side. Classical is down in the sixth. As we move into the seventh inning, 7-0 Danvers over Classical. 5, 6, and 7 for Danvers as we start seventh inning. Emily Goddard hit a shot to right center field that Kyoto made a very nice running catch on. But then she got 2 straight hits, scored a run. So she's 2 for 3 with a run scored. That was, she had a deck out of the way. That was head high. That was going straight for her head. Waved at that for a strike. That was a little half-hearted swing. Off-speed pitch. They just got a piece of it. I'm trying to keep score and fight off the mosquitoes at the same time. Strike 3 call, good pitch. Seven strikeouts for Warren. Ashley Clark popped a shot, struck out, and got a big 2 RBI double. And it was a big 2-out RBI double in the 5th inning. Hit foul to the backstop. High for a ball. Strike 3 called. Good pitch. Michaela Cunningham struck out. Bounced out. First baseman to the second baseman covering. And bounced out third to first. Hit that solid, but got way out in front and pulled it foul. She's one of only 2 that Danvers starting lineup that haven't either scored a run or got an RBI. Everybody is kicked in. Swing and a miss. That's a nice finish by Brooke Warren. Striking out the side. Nine strikeouts in the ball game. She gave up 10 hits. A couple of them were 2 outs. Just missing getting out of the inning. Seven runs, 6 of them were earned. She only walked 2. She pitched very well. She kept her team in the game right through 4 innings. It was only 2-0. But Danvers kind of put it away in the 5th inning, getting 3 to make it 5-0. And then they added some insurance, getting 2 more in the 6th to make it 7-0. And Glasgow has only had 2 base runners, a single and a walk. Eldridge retired the first 12 she faced. Rachel Dana struck out, grounded out the second. One of only a couple who'll put the ball in play. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 14 strikeouts for Eldridge. That's in 18 outs. Second baseman has caught 2 pop-ups. Shot foul off to the right side. Second baseman caught 2 pop-ups. Made a play second to first, and the other one was the catcher throwing a runner out. So catcher has an assist. First baseman has 2 putouts. Second baseman has 2 putouts. Everything else is a strikeout. Hit solidly to right field. Papa Michael was there to make the play. Again, only the 5th putout. Isabella Fessler popped the second and got the only hit. She lined a single in her right field. Hit foul past third base. I told her she's had some big hits for Glasgow this year. And she got the only hit tonight. Amanda Tobin drew a walk in the 6th, and that's it. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike, and we're even up at 2. Hit in the air, that's going to go foul out of play. That one just rolled in. And Fessel's on for the second time, drawing a walk. Second walk given up. And for some reason, they come out to talk to Eldridge. It's 7-0 with one out in the seventh inning. Classical's only had 3 base runners. She gives her second walk up, and they come out to have a conversation. Brooke Warren has struck out twice. Once called, one swinging. Pop foul out of play. Right to the second baseman, and the double play will end it. Brooke Warren hit it right on the nose. The runner was off and running. And that'll do it. So Eldridge was the story. Struck out 14. Gave up 1 base hit, walked 2. And just kept Classical off the base pass. Fessler made around to third, but with 2 outs. And at that same inning was the second inning that Eldridge struck out the side. So Classical didn't come close. Brooke Gracia for Danvers had 3 doubles and a single. Scored 3. Ava Gray, the first baseman, had 3 RBI. Ashley Clark had a big 2-out, 2-run double. Those were the main players, especially Gracia, who hit shots all over the park. They held it to a single the last time, 3 straight doubles, then a single. So Danvers had their hitting shoes on. Brooke Warren pitched well, but Classical just couldn't get anything done offensively as they get shut out. So Danvers will go to 7-4. Classical will go to 5-3, but they stay 5-0 in the GBL, which is the most important product for them, getting ready for the tournament. So 7-0. It was only 1-0 through 3, 2-0 through 4. Danvers got 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th to put it away, and Eldridge just too tough on the mound, and too many long balls for Danvers, and they win it 7-0 over Classical. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.